Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises, honor, glory, respect, and blessings to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rachavadah. Salutations to the Lord's elect on the four corners of the earth, pushing His truth and sincerity, while patiently waiting for Yahweh Shai's return. And double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which have taught us everything we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And welcome to another series of quick and important information being brought to you by the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Barakatah Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. U.S. conducts delayed ICBM, which ICBM is an acronym for Intercontinental Ballistic Missile. Intercontinental Ballistic Missile. ICBM, as you see right there. Intercontinental Ballistic Missile. And these type of warheads can carry up to hundreds of nuclear warheads. Okay? And a matter of fact, rather if you believe it or not, intercontinental ballistic missiles is mentioned in a Holy Bible. Let's prove that. Let's go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 32, and I'll just start at 1. The book of Isaiah, chapter 32, verse 1. Behold, no, let me rephrase that. The word of Yahweh Shai for correcting me. It's this verse. Isaiah chapter 34, verse 1. Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear and all that is therein. I will prove to you that intercontinental ballistic missiles is written all throughout the Holy Scriptures, and all things that come forth of it. Let's go to verse 2. Verse 2. Okay. It says, for the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He have utterly destroyed them. He have delivered them to the slaughter. Let's move to verse 3. It says, their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood. Verse 4. It says, and all the host of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll. What is that talking about? The heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll. There are many different types of scrolls. You got the scrolls that unroll sideways, but you also got scrolls that can roll out in a circular fashion. Look at a condom for an example. When a man puts a condom on his anaconda, do he not have to scroll it on there? So when Isaiah was describing the mushroom cloud of a nuclear explosion, he called it a scroll. Okay. The mushroom cloud of a nuclear explosion literally looks like a scroll. It says, and all their hosts shall be fall down, because a nuclear bomb can kill a million people. And as a leaf falleth from a vine. How many leaves are on the tree? That's how many people would die from a nuclear bomb. And as a falling fig from a fig tree. Now let's go to verse 5. Okay, Isaiah 34 verse 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Okay, how's the Lord's sword going to be bathed in heaven? What is the heaven talking about? Well, let's break that down. There's 3 different types of heavens. The first heaven is here on earth, right? Who's ruling the earth today? The so-called white man. Isn't there not a saying, the so-called white man's heaven is the so-called black man's hell? So the first heaven is here on earth. This is the so-called white man's heaven, not ours. Not our heavens, okay? Our heaven is the kingdom of heaven, which is going to be an awesome kingdom, okay? When I say our, I speak of the Hebrew Israelites, which are the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Indians. Okay? So the first heaven is here on earth. The second heaven is what the world calls outer space. This is where you'll find your stars, your moon, the sun, meteorites, shooting stars, comets, asteroids, you name it. The third heaven is the spirit realm. The spirit realm is where everybody goes when they die. Okay? When your body is no longer inhabitable, okay, or whenever the Lord decides it's time for you to return to Him, when a person dies, their spirit leaves their body and goes back to the spirit realm. The spirit realm is the third heaven. Okay? So, when it says, my sword shall be bathed in heaven, that's talking about outer space, what the world calls outer space. Okay? And let me explain. When an intercontinental ballistic missile is shot off, it shoots right up towards the sky, and then it goes within the ozone layer of the earth. Within the ozone layer of the earth. There, between outer space and the ozone layer of the earth, the intercontinental ballistic missile circles around the globe until it have reached its destination. Once it reach its destination, the intercontinental ballistic missile falls back down towards the earth, and the capsule comes off. Once the capsule comes off to the intercontinental ballistic missile, multiple nuclear warheads comes out of that intercontinental ballistic missile and falls right down to its designated target. And at ground zero, boom, each and every one of those nuclear warheads explode. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea. Idumea is the Greek way of saying Edom, who is Esau, and upon the people of my curse the judgment. Who are the curse of the Lord's people? Who are the people of the Lord's curse? The Edomites. And that's talking about the so-called elites trickling down to the rest of their nation of people. Rather, if you're calling yourself a so-called white American, a so-called white Russian, a so-called white European, a so-called white Australian, you are the people of the Lord's curse. Anyways, with that, I'm going to say shalom, is on to the next one.